afternoon. This is Mark Brohan with Executive Marketing and Business Advisory Services, and welcome to another episode of Mastermind Speaks, our ongoing series of discussions with thought leaders across many verticals. In this case today, we're going to be talking the highly visible and frankly exploding product of cybersecurity and networking security. You can't get away from the headlines from our most recent election, where you saw, our very voting system under attack by cyber threats, if you will. And it's not just in the political world, it's in the everyday business world for organizations of all sizes. Just last year, new research shows that the average data breach cost, on average, a company $3.6 million. And these things, as we've seen in the news, can easily run up to the hundreds of millions. So it is a threat. It is becoming a higher concern to organizations and companies of all size. And we're here today to kind of take a look at what companies can think and do and go forward with doing a better job with taking care of this mounting problem of cyber threat and data breaches and hackers. And we want to welcome to our program today James Moeller, who is Technical Manager, Security for Rutter Networking Technologies. And James is an expert in this area, and he's going to enlighten us for what are the problems, what are some things we can do about them, and then where are we seeing the future of these applications and services headed. So, James, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So let's start with our first question here, which is a little more about you. What is your role in cybersecurity at Rutter, and how did you come to assume that role?
Sure, yeah. So I actually started at Rutter about 7 years ago now. I started as a support engineer, low man on the totem pole. I had a split role between infrastructure and security. Within a couple of years, I made it to the security engineer space. I figured security, it's always evolving, it's always changing, and it's something that is going to be incredibly important in the future, and was something that I really wanted to get into. So after a couple of years there, I was able to move into the technical manager space for Rutter Networking, and now I lead the security team here at Rutter for all of our customer security needs. I'm the go-to for everybody on my team, and the expert for the customers who they reach out for and come to me if there's ever any issues in their environment.
So I foreshadowed just a little bit why this is becoming a much bigger problem and frankly priority for organizations and companies of many size. But let's talk to you, the expert on this. Why is cybersecurity a problem and a challenge for organizations across the board to deal with? What is driving the increased threats we're seeing?
Well, that's a lot, right? It's so the complexity of how cybersecurity is within technology is enormous. It's always evolving, it's always changing, and it's never a steady state. So customers and cybersecurity professionals have to maintain a level of security within their IT environment that has to keep up with the times. You can't be lagging behind. That exposes you to risks. Those that are known and those that are unknown, and it's an incredibly important issue for those customers to be able to stay up and on top of these technologies, which is what we do for the customers, and it's what we provide for them, so they don't have to.
So now, zeroing in on what you and Rutter do day in, day out, how does Rutter help new and existing clients review the products and procedures they need to have in place for maximum security from hackers and unauthorized users?
Well, we go in and we look at the big picture. We take a look at the customer's environment and how they operate and what they do and how they want to basically provide access across their environment to the different users. So we sit down with them and we give them guidance and, just basically provide them feedback and how to help them sleep better at night, right?
And this area, in terms of companies that offer these services, can be highly competitive. But why is Rutter better at helping companies and organizations protect themselves than, say, other providers in the space?
Well, it starts with our employees here, from the bottom up, really. We employ people here that are extremely ambitious. They're excited about the space, and they come into work eager to learn, the new technologies that come out, the new breaches that come out, and how it affects our customers. And we take that to the next level and figure out how to stop it, whether it's with the vendors that we work with or on our own, trying to figure out how they got in and, what they're trying to do and how to secure that environment for them.
And James, our final question is this. What specific best-of-breed security applications and services does Rutter provide?
Yeah, we bring expert knowledge for all the industry leaders in the security space, from the endpoint security and antivirus through CrowdStrike, which is an industry leader in the endpoint space, to perimeter security and cloud security through Checkpoint, who we're a partner with as well, and as well as FortiGate or Fortinets. And we bring that expert knowledge to the customer to help them reach their goals within security.
And maybe just one final takeaway here, which is, how does a potential client who's interested in upgrading their network or cybersecurity get in touch with you folks at Rutter?
Well, we have a website. It's rutter-net.com. And from there, they can go and fill out our contact form, and one of our sales guys will get in touch and try and figure out what the needs are and how we can help them. And from there, they'll get in touch with the teams here that fit their needs.
Well, this is very helpful. James, thank you so much for taking time from your schedule today. And we've been speaking with Rutter and James about the important issue and critical issues of cyber and network security. And this is Mark Brohan from Executive Marketing and Business Advisory Services for another episode of Mastermind Speaks. And we look forward to hearing you on our next episode. Thank you.